Welcome, coin enthusiasts. While most of us have quarters jingling in our pockets or tucked away in coin jars, did you know that some quarters from years you might actually remember could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? Today, we're diving into two deceptively ordinary-looking quarters that might just be hiding in your spare change right now. These aren't ancient coins from centuries past. They were minted in 1978 and 1996, years within many collectors' lifetimes. So before you spend that quarter on a gumball, you might want to take a closer look. It could fund your next vacation or even put a down payment on a house. Let's start with the 1978 quarter, a coin that tells an incredible story of mint errors, government cover-ups, and a discovery that rocked the numismatic world. The 1978 quarter was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was under tremendous pressure. The economy was struggling with inflation, and the mint was pushing production to meet demand for circulating coinage. This pressure led to some of the most fascinating errors in modern American coinage. The most valuable 1978 quarter isn't just any quarter from that year. It's specifically the 1978 S-proof quarter with a dramatic double die obverse. For those newer to collecting, double die means that during the die-making process, the hub imprinted its image onto the die twice, but with a slight misalignment. The result is a coin where certain elements appear doubled when struck. On the 1978 S double die quarter, this doubling is most noticeable in the word liberty and in the date. What makes this error particularly special is that it occurred on a proof die. Proof coins are specially struck presentation pieces made with polished planchets and dies, struck multiple times to create a sharp, mirror-like finish. The U.S. Mint takes extraordinary care with proof coins, so significant errors are both rare and highly collectible. The 1978 S-proof quarter with double die is one of the most dramatic modern proof errors. The story of its discovery adds another fascinating layer. This double die variety wasn't actually discovered until the mid-1990s, nearly 2 decades after it was minted. A collector examining proof sets noticed the doubling and alerted the numismatic community. Initially, there was skepticism. Some experts thought it might be machine doubling, which is far less valuable. However, close examination confirmed it was indeed a genuine double die. Once verified, the hunt was on. Collectors began searching through 1978 proof sets that had been sitting in collections for years. The rarity became apparent when only a small number were found. Current estimates suggest that fewer than 100 examples exist, though the exact number remains unknown. In terms of value, this coin is truly remarkable. While a regular 1978 S-proof quarter might be worth $5 to $10, the double die variety has sold for as much as $45,000 in perfect condition. Even examples showing where have commanded prices in the $15,000 to $20,000 range. At a major auction in 2019, a PCGS-graded PR 68 example sold for $38,775, showing that prices continue to climb as awareness of this rarity increases. The identifying features require careful examination with at least a 10x loop. Look for obvious doubling on the word liberty, especially the letters B, E, R, and T. The date, 1978, also shows significant doubling, particularly in the 19 and 8. The doubling appears as a clear separation between the primary and secondary images, not just a blurry or ill-defined area. Condition plays an enormous role in the value of this coin. Since these were struck as proofs, most examples discovered have been well preserved. A proof coin is graded on a scale from PR 60 to PR 70, with PR 70 being absolutely perfect. For the 1978 S double die quarter, even the difference between PR 67 and PR 68 can mean thousands of dollars in value. Cameo and deep cameo contrast, where the frosted design elements stand out against mirror-like fields, add significant premiums. What's particularly intriguing about this error is the theory that the U.S. Mint knew about the double die problem but allowed the coins to be released anyway. During the 1970s, the Mint was under scrutiny for quality control issues, and some numismatists believe officials may have chosen to quietly distribute these error coins rather than draw attention to another mistake. If true, this would make the 1978 S double die quarter not just a valuable error coin, but a piece of hidden U.S. mint history. There's also the fascinating story of Tom DeLaury, a numismatist who worked for Coin World magazine in the late 1970s. DeLaury had previously discovered the 1972 double-die penny and gained fame in collecting circles. When examining 1,978 proof sets years later, he was one of the first to authenticate the double-die quarter, lending credibility to its status as a major variety. His involvement created a direct connection between two of the most significant double-die discoveries in modern U.S. coinage. Another aspect that makes this coin so collectible is its accessibility, at least in theory. Unlike ancient rarities locked away in museums or wealthy collectors' vaults, the 1978 double-die quarter could theoretically be found by anyone with a 1978 proof set. This treasure hunt aspect has driven collectors to search through thousands of proof sets, looking for the distinctive doubling that could turn a $10 coin into a $40,000 windfall. For those interested in pursuing this rarity, I recommend focusing on original government packaging. Many 1978 proof sets remain in their original U.S. mint packaging, untouched for decades. These unopened time capsules represent your best chance of finding an undiscovered example, as the coins inside have been protected from handling and environmental damage. When examining potential examples, lighting is crucial. Use a direct light source at an angle to better reveal the doubling. Rotate the coins slowly under the light, as the doubling might be more visible from certain angles. And remember, patience is key. The differences can be subtle to the untrained eye, but become obvious once you know exactly what to look for. I should mention that there are other, less valuable double-die varieties for 1978 quarters. The most valuable is designated as DDO number 1, double-die obverse number 1. Some less dramatic varieties command much lower premiums, so proper attribution is essential before celebrating your potential five-figure discovery. If you think you've found one, professional certification is absolutely necessary. The major grading services, PCGS, NGC, ANAX, and ICG, all recognize this variety and will authenticate genuine examples. The cost of certification is minimal compared to the potential value increase, and having a certified example makes selling much easier, as buyers can be confident in what they're purchasing. What I find most compelling about the 1978 double-die quarter is how it represents the perfect storm of numismatic value factors. It's a significant error on a proof coin, with very limited mintage, discovered years after production, with a possible mint cover-up story, and the tangible possibility of undiscovered examples still out there. This combination of factors creates not just a valuable coin, but a modern numismatic legend. For collectors, this coin represents the excitement that keeps us in the hobby. The knowledge that even modern coins can hold secrets and tremendous value, hiding in plain sight for years before their significance is recognized. It reminds us to look closely at every coin, as overlooked treasures may be literally passing through our hands every day. Now let's shift gears to our second featured quarter, the 1996 Washington quarter. This coin tells a completely different story of intentional rarity, government promotion, and a special coin that wasn't meant to circulate at all. The 1996 quarter stands as one of the most significant modern U.S. coins, and its story begins with a celebration. 1996 marked the 200th anniversary of the U.S. Mint, and officials wanted to do something special to commemorate this milestone. They decided to include a quarter with the coveted W mint mark from West Point in the year's silver proof sets. This decision was unprecedented. Never before had a Washington quarter been struck at the West Point Mint, and never had a W mint mark quarter been produced. What makes this coin extraordinary is that it was never intended for circulation. The U.S. Mint produced just 1,752,000 of these quarters, all exclusively for inclusion in the 1996 silver proof sets. To put that number in perspective, most circulating quarters have mintages in the hundreds of millions. The regular 1996 Philadelphia quarter had a mintage of over 1.1 billion coins. The West Point Mint, originally built as a bullion depository in 1937, didn't even receive official mint status until 1988. Before the 1996 W quarter, West Point had primarily produced commemorative coins and bullion pieces. This quarter represented West Point's first entry into the regular coin series that Americans use every day, making it historically significant beyond just its low mintage. Identifying the 1996 W quarter is straightforward. Look for the small W mint mark below Washington's portrait on the obverse front side of the coin. It's positioned in the same location where you'd find the D for Denver or S for San Francisco on other quarters. The coin is otherwise identical to standard Washington quarters of the era, featuring the familiar Washington portrait on the obverse and the eagle design on the reverse. When first released in the 1996 silver-proof sets, these quarters didn't immediately command a premium. The sets sold for $23 from the U.S. Mint, not much more than regular proof sets. However, as collectors began to appreciate the significance of this special mint mark and the low production numbers, values started to climb steadily. Today, the market for 1996 W quarters is robust and still growing. A pristine example graded PR 70 deep cameo can fetch upwards of $5,000, while even a PR 65 example might bring $200 to $300. Raw, uncertified coins typically sell for $125 to $175 depending on quality. The silver-proof sets that originally contained these quarters now regularly sell for $350 to $500, primarily because of the quarter inside. What's particularly interesting about the 1996 W quarter market is how it's evolved over time. Initially, collectors were purchasing the entire proof sets and leaving them intact. However, as values increased, many began breaking open the sets to submit just the quarters for professional grading. This has created a situation where the population of graded 1996 W quarters continues to grow, while complete original sets become increasingly scarce. Let me share a fascinating auction story that illustrates just how valuable these quarters can be. In 2019, a collector submitted a 1996 W quarter to PCGS for grading. It came back as a perfect PR 70 deep cameo, the highest possible grade. When placed in a heritage auction, this coin sold for a staggering $8,400. Remember, this was a coin that originally cost less than $5 as part of a mint set just 23 years earlier. The 1996 W quarter also has an interesting connection to the U.S. Mint's marketing strategies. In 1996, the Mint was actively working to expand its collector base. By including a special quarter in the silver-proof sets, they created an incentive for collectors to purchase these sets rather than the standard proof sets. The strategy worked brilliantly. The 1996 silver-proof sets sold out completely, and the Mint took note. This successful promotion helped shape future special releases and exclusive products. Condition plays a crucial role in valuing the 1996 W quarter. Since these coins were only issued in proof sets, they should all theoretically be in pristine condition. However, variations in striking quality, handling, and storage over the years have created a spectrum of conditions. The most valuable examples show perfect mirror-like fields contrasting with frosted, detailed designs, what graders call deep cameo or ultra cameo contrast. For collectors, the tiniest imperfections can significantly impact value. Look for signs of proper handling, no fingerprints, no microscopic scratches in the fields, no signs of cleaning or improper storage. Since these coins were struck in 90% silver, they can tarnish if exposed to air or certain chemicals. Pristine examples with no milk spots or toning command the highest premiums. One often overlooked aspect of collecting the 1996 W quarter is the importance of the original government packaging. Complete silver-proof sets with the original box, certificate of authenticity, and undamaged packaging typically sell for more than the sum of their individual coins. This is especially true for the 1996 sets, as collectors value the complete historical package. There's also an interesting counterfeiting angle to consider with these quarters. As values have increased, counterfeiters have attempted to add fake W mint marks to regular 1996 quarters. These forgeries are usually detectable under magnification, as the added mint mark rarely matches the exact font and positioning of genuine examples. Professional grading is the best protection against such counterfeits. The 1996 W quarter represents something we rarely see in modern U.S. coinage, a coin that was scarce from the moment it was struck. Unlike error coins that gained value through mistakes, this quarter was intentionally produced in limited numbers as a special edition. Its value comes from deliberate decisions made by the U.S. Mint rather than production errors or age. For those building Washington quarter collections, the 1996 W represents a significant challenge. It's the key date for modern Washington quarters, and many collectors consider their sets incomplete without it. This creates sustained demand that transcends typical market fluctuations. The 1996 W quarter also tells us something about how the Mint views its role in creating collectibles. Before this issue, the Mint primarily focused on producing circulating coinage with commemoratives as a secondary priority. The success of the 1996 W quarter helped shift this perspective, showing that special versions of regular coins could generate significant collector interest and revenue. If you're considering purchasing a 1996 W quarter, I recommend focusing on certified examples in PR 67 or better condition. These offer the best combination of eye appeal and value retention. At these grades, you're getting a coin with excellent strike characteristics and minimal imperfections, but without the extreme premium of the perfect PR 70 examples. So there you have it, two quarters that might look ordinary at first glance, but tell extraordinary stories of numismatic significance. The 1978 double die quarter represents the excitement of discovery and the allure of mint errors, while the 1996 W quarter showcases intentional rarity and the evolving relationship between the U.S. Mint and collectors. What fascinates me most about both these coins is their accessibility. Unlike ancient gold or colonial rarities, these are modern coins from within many collectors' lifetimes. They remind us that valuable treasures aren't just buried in shipwrecks or hidden in ancient ruins. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight, perhaps even in your own collection. Whether you're hunting for the dramatic doubling on a 1978 S-proof quarter or saving up to add a 1996 W to your Washington quarter set, these coins remind us why we collect. It's about the thrill of the hunt, the appreciation of craftsmanship, and the tangible connection to our nation's history, all wrapped up in a small metal disc that fits in the palm of your hand. Take a moment this week to look through your quarters. You never know what might be hiding in your change jar or tucked away in that old proof set. Until next time, happy collecting.